Mama, me sorry. Bury me heart now, valley, cause mankind wicked and me can't run from it.
Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to Nat's Hot Topics. You don't know what the hot topics them there. We are gonna talk about them. And on today's program, I have none other with me than Imhotep himself. And you know, from time to time, he would have joined my live and would have talked about stuff, different topics in relation to dancehall. Coming up this evening, we'll be talking about SILKBOSS, his new song Sorry. Is it that him dep on the right road? Is it that things are one theme when never did have one theme before? We also got to talk about the fact that police name him as a person of interest and how he dealt with the situation. Also, Dovey Magnum, rumor that she is deported. We will talk about that as well. As Spice album Emancipated, numbers are out and what we think about it. So, Imhotep, big up yourself, bad bro. What do you think about the SILKBOSS saga? What you think about the police naming him as a person of interest? Left your thoughts, let me hear, bro.
Yeah, Nats, give thanks for being here. It's a pleasure. Yeah, man, ones and ones big up themselves. As it relates to SILKBOSS, it's more like a couple of weeks ago. There were like storm clouds gathering, dark days, so to speak, in terms of what was in the public domain. Ones and ones have seen the video. And it wasn't a good look for his career or his image or his brand at the time. However, he has seized the moment. We have seen where he came out with this song, very well put together, sorry, doing some very good numbers, both locally and overseas, so I'm very happy for him in that regard. We have seen where last week, Friday, I think the police had requested that he come in and have a sit down with them for whatever reasons, because, we see things out in this public, in the public's domain as it relates to what allegedly transpired. So it's normal for the police to inquire about the well-being of someone who it is alleged, was being violated, so to speak, or abused. So clearly he did not, turn up last week. So he was listed as a person of interest. We have seen it in the media that, he has contacted them along with his attorney. So, we are pretty much sure that that matter is being addressed from the legal, angle that it requires. So I'm happy that he's not considered a fugitive or a wanted man and nothing like that. I think he has handled the entire situation very well. We see where he was very strong enough, because some people, they could have taken the moment and have taken a sabbatical. Some people can go hide. Some people would have not been in the right frame of mind to be in the public's domain, even speaking about the matter. So I must say kudos to him for being strong. Kudos to him for bouncing back from the situation, because we know for all intents and purposes, the release of the video, was intended to undermine and discredit the individual and his career. But, I'm thankful that it's actually the opposite that has occurred. And he's doing very well in his music. His lawyer is now on the matter with the police. So all is well that ends well. And as they say, it's not how many times we fall down, but it's our ability to get up, brush ourselves off, and move forward. And SILKBOSS is the epitome of that right now. So kudos to him. And I trust that, he will continue on the right path, putting out good music, because the space is there. The people are embracing good music. So all is well that ends well.
Right. When we look back on SILKBOSS' career to where he is now, remember, him got through a phase a couple months ago with him, a fallout with his manager. But he was able to bounce back, him continue for doing things. Now this again arises. What are some of the advice you would have for your SILKBOSS in relation to, because for me, I think that his whole team, his system need to have more strength. Me know him want him girlfriend in I'm circle, and nothing is wrong with that. But me think maybe he needs somebody for assist her along the way. You know, something happen which happen from time to time with any artist. Maybe a publicist per se come out and say whatever on behalf of the artist. What are your advice? What your take on the whole thing?
Yeah, my advice to Silk Boss would be that in order for him to grow, right, he definitely needs to create a strong team around him. And while I do respect his partner who has been putting in a lot of work, and she deserves a lot of credit for it as well, because things could have gone south, and a lot of people could have been said, boy, you see, we're telling her that she can't deal with it. So kudos to her for holding the fort, putting in the work, supporting him all the way, even in the good times and the bad times and the challenging times. However, there needs to be a support system in place in order for him to go to the next level. And I am pretty sure that every DJ or every artist that comes in the music industry, their intention or their goal is to, take the music beyond the local borders, like them want the music of England, in North America, that kind of market as well, because it's good for business, it's good for their image, it's good for their brand. So I'm pretty sure he's looking in that direction. So he definitely needs to create that support system around him that can give him the impetus to go in that direction. So I must say that it's up to him, it's incumbent on him to, make the right choices as it relates to who he has around him, but definitely he needs to have that support system that can take the music to a next level. So I for one, would definitely support and advocate that his partner, Bree, be in the mix because she has been there from the beginning. But at the same time, you need more support to take the thing to the next level. So it's food for thought. It's something for him to look into and to consider if he intends to, say, go up on the crossover and go tear down the North American market and European market.
Right. Let us touch back on the feud that was going on, lyrical feud between him and a Joshi. It kind of died down now, but me just gonna touch on it for even 2 minutes. Um, Joshi though, him do him though, him sending punches out there. What SILKBOSS did was put his start to music and put it out there. But then Josh start play hide and seek. At one point him out, and next time him take back himself in. What was your take on the whole feud thing? Do you think that SILKBOSS below this? Nothing about it no more. Move on with your career, go and push your thing. You think what you think?
Well, especially the fact that Jashi is booked for Sting, Silk Boss is booked for Sting. Rivalry in music is good as long as it is civil, and peaceful. It have to be no one bag of man and people that take sides and man want hurt people. No, we don't want that in the music. It's not relevant at this time. It's not important. We want to see lyrical confrontation. So with Sting on the horizon, it's good for business on their side to even go back and forth with this clash thing, because I think Jashi underestimated Silk Boss, and then he realized that Silk Boss, can measure up to him. We have seen the counteractions of Silk Boss, especially to the last to middle day, right? And that was definitely that raised the bar. I personally did not think that after that Silk Boss, this Jashi came and measured up with any other song. That's just my opinion. I stand corrected. But Jashi has realized now that Silk Boss is not someone that should be underestimated nor play with. So it's
Not
good
a
for business.
walkover.
Good. It's good for business if they want to take it there. But at the end of the day, it's their choices if they want to focus on, what they're doing, stay in their lane and focus on, their brand and their music. I remember Jashi had said initially that him not really wanting a clash thing because, I know Sting time yet and blah, blah, blah. And then he come with this song, Silk Boss Clapback. It definitely was an eye opener to see the quality and the lyrical content of Silk Boss's rebuttal, so to speak. So definitely it's good for business. It's good for the dancehall space as well. But it's up to them to make that decision as to what trajectory they want to take their career at this point in time. But me as an outsider looking in, yeah, man, I want to see the lyrical confrontation because that's how you show your class and your quality as well. But I'm not into the mana war and a vibe. Do it lyrically, make the people them enjoy themselves. Uno eat a food, we enjoy ourselves, and all is well that ends well. That's how me see it.
Right, that's so. And my advice to Silk, go on to your music youth, continue to strengthen your team around you, tighten your circle. If you need, if needs be that you need to get a security or in your thing where you can know say you touch road and you're comfortable for touch road enough you fret and look over your shoulder. Once you're at that headspace, you can do it. Right? Dovey Magnum, rumor, habit say them differ, but you come out and beg to differ. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I saw the article on Dancehall Mag. I think it was more of a clickbait. They kind of spin the headlines so as to captivate the audience. I'm pretty sure that they got that feedback. Reading the article, it was more of her highlighting, she's here, she'll do some work. I saw where she uttered some very strong rhetoric, like she'll come for everybody, like everybody, I get it. I just want to remind her that, the dancehall space now put on for her. So, she have to work her way in as well. So let the music say more in terms of, say, what content you're going to put forward. We are going to be anticipating that. So, like, say less in terms of your utterances and let the music talk for you. So, we're looking forward and we want to see good music. We want to see her do well, another female artist. We want to see the woman them do well, and we're happy for them. So I think that the negativity surrounding deportation is totally irrelevant because at the end of the day, it would more like you say a bad mind people even meds them with. Like, why is that even important? Why is that even a topic? So we want to see her do well. We want to see her, do good and their music, do well. So all the best, but just be mindful that the dancehall space is not something where you just put on and come take up back. So work your way in, do your music, and your music will speak for you.
And Miss where she went live the other day with Queenie and then did a preview one song where them say them are gonna do together. And she said she are going to the studio go to PR first. I don't know. But we will see the outcome of that. But we just want the females of dancehall to continue to do them thing. You have a lot of females out there. Some may not be highlighted like others, and they always say it's harder for the females them to make it in the business than a male. So I always implore them to do them thing, and right. So another topic that I must touch on before I go, Spice album, Emancipated. Numbers were released, 700 in pure sales, as well as 1,500 overall with streams. I think when you look back at where she's coming from, a signed artist that didn't do so well, but doing much better on her own, and we must say kudos to her. It is a good look. You can only get better from here. So I don't know what are your thoughts on it as it relates to our album sales.
Yes, sometimes they say numbers don't lie, and sometimes it can be an indication as to what is and what is to come. I definitely wish her all the best. People will gravitate to the album as time progresses for sure. So the current numbers is not a reflection of what the end game is gonna look like. She's dancehall queen. She represent the genre. She's the flag bearer as well for Jamaican dancehall music. So we want her to do well, not only locally, but overseas because Spice put in the work, Spice put in the work. She has done her work. do some hard work, go through the struggling of the game, especially dancehall being a male-dominated space, and she fought tooth and nail, reach where she reach now, all the best, more to say she do well, because at the end of the day, she represents dancehall as well, and when she does well, it's a good look for dancehall.
And I must agree with you. Big up yourself, Imhotep. Thanks for pass through, bro. It's a pleasure, always a pleasure to talk with you. You don't know. People, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Imhotep, you can say your final words before we cut.
Yeah, man. Give thanks ones and ones. Give thanks for being here, Nats. We're there with us a reason, and we want to see dancehall do good, because dancehall is something where we have a close affinity with, and as such, we just want the artists them, especially the young artists them, focus on the craft. Try to enhance the vocabulary, try to create strong teams around. Look beyond the local, borders, so to speak, but at the same time, set the foundation. You understand what I say? So we want to see the youth them do good. We want to see the females them do good. We want to see everybody who represent the brand and the genre do good. So all the best to everyone.
Yeah, man. So big up yourself, bad bro. Thanks for pass through.
Yeah, man. That's give thanks.
Until next time, my people. That's gone left for now.